Right. So in the
చెప్పండి.
COBOL program, first we need to core the COBOL program as per the COBOL
ఓకే.
structure. So before coding the COBOL program, we need to understand the structure of the COBOL. After that, after
ఓకే.
coding the COBOL program, then we need to compile the program. For compiling the program, we will use JCL. And the utility for compiling the COBOL program is IGY-CRCTL. The utility for compiling the COBOL program is IGY-CRCTL. This is the utility which we are going to use to compile the COBOL program. So during the compilation of the program, source code means whatever the code which you have done as per the structure, that source code will be converted into object code. So source code is readable, but object code we cannot understand, but JCL can understand.
Okay.
So the JCL program can understand. So after compiling, after getting the source code converted into object code, then we are going to run the program.
Okay.
So here we are again going to use JCL. So to run the COBOL program, we are going to call the program name. So here previously we have used utility as IG or CRCTL in compilation, but while running, we are going to call the program name. For example, the program name is PGM5. So we are going to call PGM5 in the exact statement. So in this manner, we are going to do the COBOL programs. All the COBOL programs will follow the same sequence. First coding, next compiling, next run the program. Run. So these are the three things which we need to understand in the COBOL. So it whatever the way it rotates here and there, but finally it comes to this particular three steps: coding, compiling, and running, executing. Okay, so let us understand the structure of the COBOL first. Then we can go with the simple programs, and also the one or two programs I will tell you here. Even in programs we can find. Okay, so first of all, first 6 numbers, that means from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This first 6 fields are sequence number. So in the after sequence number, we will be having a tag name, hash or slash or dash. Hash means comment. Yes. And dash means continuation. In 7th column. Yes, in 7th column we will be having this. Things. And after that, what after that? From what we will be having? 8 to display. So this sections, is 8th one. Divisions. Divisions. From 8 to 11, we will be having programs. We will be having divisions, sections, paragraphs. Paragraphs. So these are the things which we are going to have from 8th to 11th, means up to here. So what that means, you can start the division, sections, paragraph in between these lines only. So it is better to start the division, sections, and paragraphs at 8th column. So this is the 8th column, 8, 9, 10, and this is the 11th column. And after 11th column, what we have? So we will be having 12th column. This is the 12th column. So I'm removing these things. I'm removing. Try to remember this. So division, sections, paragraphs from 8th to 11th. Now coming to 12th column. This 12th column, 10, 11, 12. This 12th column. So from 12th column, we will be having statements and sentences. Section. So sections already
Statements
over. Statements and
Ah.
sentences.
Sentences.
Statements, sentences. So these two things we are going to have in from 12th to 72. So this is 12th column. 10, 11, 12. From here to 71 up to here.
72.
Up to here. We will be
72.
having statements and sentences. After 72, we will have from 73 to 80, we will be having comments. So this is the structure of the COBOL.
ఈ స్టేట్మెంట్స్ సెక్షన్స్ అనే సెంటెన్సెస్ అనేది ఉంది కదా, ఈ 12th నుంచి మొత్తం 72 వరకు మొత్తమా?
ఎక్కడైనా మనం వాడొచ్చు 12 నుంచి 72 వరకు. ఇట్ స్టార్టింగ్ పాయింట్ ఇస్ 12.
సెక్షన్స్ పారాగ్రాఫ్స్ అనేటివి మాత్రం ఆ 8 నుంచి 11th వరకు ఎండ్ అయిపోవాలా?
8 స్టార్ట్ అవ్వాలి, ఎండ్ అవడం ఎక్కడైనా ఎండ్ అవ్వచ్చు. It should start at 8th position. It can end at anywhere. Means it can end at 20th position because identification division is there. If you count the letters of the identification division, it will be exceeding nearly 15. So it may come up to here also.
Next statements, sentences అనేటివి 12th దగ్గర నుంచే స్టార్ట్ అవ్వాలా?
Yes, it should start from 12th. If it comes into the area B, then it will throw an append. It will throw
append A.
Append వస్తుంది.
A లోకి వచ్చావు అంటుందా?
ఏరియా A లోకి వచ్చింది అని append వస్తుంది. So మళ్ళీ మీరు ఏం చేయాలి? Again you need to open it and you need to set it right. And you need to bring that statements and sentences to area B. 8 to 11 will be area A and 12 to 71 will be area B. So this is the structure of the COBOL. Remember, always divisions, sections, paragraphs will start at the 8th position of the this COBOL program.
COBOL structure.
And these statements and sentences, always those things will start at 12th position.
Start 12th position.
Yes. So you need to remember these things while coding the program. Now, coming to the divisions, sections and paragraphs. We have 4 divisions. One is identification division.
Identification division.
Next one is
environment division.
Environment division.
Data division.
Data division.
తర్వాతది procedure division.
Procedure division. These are the 4 divisions which we have. So
నాకు మాత్రం 11:30 కంతా చెప్పేయాలి సాయి నువ్వు. విష్ణు.
Yes, Usha.
11:30 కంతా చెప్తే నేను ఒక 15 minutes లో మెయిల్ పెట్టుకుంటా.
Okay, Usha. So procedure division, identification division, environment division, data division, and procedure division. In identification division, actually, while running the COBOL program, we have 2 mandatory divisions. One is identification division and the other one is procedure division.
Procedure division.
So these 2 are the mandatory divisions of the COBOL. And in identification division, the mandatory paragraph is program ID. So in which we are going to mention the program name. So identification division, it does not have any sections. It will be having only
it has
paragraphs. Total 5 paragraphs are there, but we will be using only 1 paragraph as of now. And remaining paragraphs you can go through the material. And in environment division, we have 2 sections.
In those sections we have 2 paragraphs.
2 paragraphs again. So like that we have. But in environment division, we will be using
data division
file
has
control.
Own sections.
In environment division, we will be using file control frequently.
File control.
In data
input output.
Input output section also we won't use, but file control we will use. So that is one more section in the input output section. We will be having file control, right? That we are going to use. And we are not going to use configuration section in environment division. In data division, we will be
Hmm.
coming across working storage section and linkage section frequently.
And
Whenever
linkage
we
section.
deal with the files concept, we will be getting the file section also.
We go with... Okay.
So we will deal with all these three sections, and we won't come across the report section and the other two sections. We won't come across.
Hmm.
So for running the COBOL program, identification
Hmm.
division and procedure division are mandatory. Without procedure division also you can run it, but you will not get any output.
Okay.
Okay, let us start our program. Let us code the program.
Okay.
Very simple program, and let us compile the program and let us run the
ఫస్ట్
program.
నేను ఎలా చేయాలి, అసలు నేను కోబాల్ లోకి ఎలా రావాలి? కోబాల్ అంటున్నారు, లోడ్ లైబ్రరీ అంటున్నారు, అవి ఎలా చేయాలి నేను అసలు?
Okay, Usha. So first of all, you need to create a PDS. How you will be creating a PDS? You know that because for JSL you have created the PDS. Yes, in 3.2 you can create the PDS. There you need to create a PDS with the name of COBOL.
Okay, దాంట్లో.
Okay, so first of all, let me start from the PDS, how we are going to create the PDS and all those things. So here I will be using the data set name as IMF user dot COBOL dot PDS. I'm keeping this name. Okay, and I'm entering a allocate.
అంటే మీరు కోబాల్ పక్కన PDS ఇస్తే అది PDS అనే కోబాల్ అనే?
It doesn't matter. Even the IMF user dot COBOL is also PDS.
Okay.
So in the PDS we are going to store the members.
Okay.
Even load library is also PDS.
Okay.
In that also we will be storing the members, but there the members will be in the form of object codes. Here the members will be in the form of source code.
Okay.
So here we need to give primary quantity, secondary quantity, and directory blocks as some 30 primary quantity. You can give more because we are going to have lot of numbers, right? So we can give more numbers here. It is better to give more numbers. So for PDS we will be using fixed bytes, and we need to enter, and that will be allocated. So the data set is allocated. Now we need to use, we need to create the load library also. Load lib, and press A here and allocate it. For load lib, we will be having U here. The record format is U, undefined, because we cannot define that because the object codes are there in the load library. Okay, and then we need to allocate it again. Right, the load library is also allocated. Now once the load library and the COBOL library both are created, then we need to go with those things. So here I have created COBOL load library and also COBOL PDS. These two things I have created just now.
Okay.
Okay, so for in the COBOL PDS, we need to copy the compiler and also run JCL. Two things we need to copy. Of course, run JCL we can code it also. It is better to code the run JCL than copy it. But compiler, it will be having lot of steps, so it is better to copy the compiler. So what I will be doing is I will be copying the compiler from here. This xcop is the compiler. What I will be doing is I will be copying the, I can copy the member also, but in this case what I will be doing is I am creating a member with xcop, and here I will be pasting this and I will be saving this. Now after copying the compiler,
నాకేం అర్థం కాలే. demo.compile లోకి వెళ్ళి
I am copying
అని కొట్టాలా?
yes, cut paste.
అంటే ఉండు, ఎట్లా ఆడ ఈ కొట్టాలి కదా, ఈ కొట్టి xcop మీద C కొట్టాలి, అవునా?
After entering into the demo.compile, open Xcop,
Okay.
then enter cut.
Ah.
So in this case, what I'm doing is I'm cutting this. So now nothing is there, right?
ఉండు విష్ణు.
ఉషా నువ్వు ప్యారల్ గా చేస్తే ఇట్ ఈస్ వెరీ డిఫికల్ట్ ఉషా. మనకి ఏంటంటే నీకు ఇది అర్థం కాదు, అది అర్థం కాదు, నీకు అది కూతుండదు తర్వాత మళ్ళీ చేసినా కానీ. ఇట్ ఈస్ బెటర్ టు లిజన్ ఫస్ట్,
సరే సరే
ట్రై ఇట్.
నేను చెప్పేదే వింటా ఫస్ట్. సరే కొంచెం బ్యాక్ వెళ్ళి చెప్పరా,
ఓకే. సో ఇన్ demo.compile we have Xcop, right?
Okay.
I'm going to Xcop and I'm cutting here. So now 47 lines are cut to paste to default. So now 47 lines are in the we can paste it anywhere. Now what I am doing is I'm creating a member, Xcop member in the PDS, and there I'm pasting this 47 lines and I'm saving this. Now what happened? I got my own compiler in the my PDS, my COBOL PDS. So what I am doing is in this compiler, I want to change my source library name because I have created a source library name and the source library name is this.
Okay.
So source library name, comma, copy library also same, comma. If you want, you can keep separately, not a problem. But load library, it is different. I have created one more load lib, right? That load lib I need to enter. Load lib. Now the compiler is ready. Now it will take the source code from the source library. Here, from this, it will take the source code, and in the load after compiling, it will change the source code into object code and it will store in the load library. And the program which we are compiling is given here. So this is what we are doing. Okay. Now here in this case, so I don't have any program name as of now in this particular PDS. So I'm saving this and I'm going back and I'm going to.
పక్కనంతా delete చేయొద్దా విష్ణు?
And that is comment, Usha, not a problem. Even if you delete or not delete, it doesn't matter. That comes under comment.
Okay. Okay.
If you want, you can delete it. It doesn't matter. Now I'm creating a simple program, COBOL program now. Okay. So the structure of the COBOL you need to remember. First 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is sequence. And 7. We need to use this 7th one also. Now we need to start with the 8th field. Here divisions. First division is identification. Division. Okay. In each and every time we need to close it, end it with the period. Don't forget to keep the period. If you forget the period, you will be getting error here. So I COBOL. Now coming to the next program ID. What is program ID? A para. So para will start with at 8th column. Program ID dot, and I am calling this as PGM dot. So that is a program ID. Now I'm not using environment division and working storage section in this particular data division in this particular program. This is a very simple program. How to display a simple things. Okay, directly a display program. This is okay. Now I'm going directly to the procedure division. Okay, after procedure division, I'm directly
from
giving
12th column.
So from where we need to start now? This is it.
12th column.
Display, select. All these are sentences and statements. So this statement will start from here. So display. So what I'm going to display is hello. I'll get
సింగిల్ కోట్ పైన కదా. హలో,
I will get
I
a
will get
job in
mm,
mainframes
mm, mm,
with 8 LPA,
mm,
8 lakhs package. Hmm?
mm,
So what I'm
mm.
doing is I'm closing the inverted commas and I'm ending it with a period. Now after that, always we need to go with stop run. Stop run indicates
Stop run.
it is like a terminator. It stops the program, or else we will be getting the append. What append we will be getting? U4038 append we will be
Load
getting
library.
while the compilation, right? U4038 append. So now I have saved this. Now coding is over. What is the next step? We need to compile it. So here I'm giving the program name. The program name is PGM. Now save, submit. Max64, now it got compiled. So Max64, it doesn't matter. You can get up Max64 or 0. It will work.
Okay.
If it is getting more than Max64, if it is getting 8 or something else, then we need to again go through the program and where the mistakes have happened, that mistakes we need to take care. So now compilation is over. After compilation, what we need to do? We need to run the program. So after compilation, we need to run the program. I have given you 3 steps. Coding the program as per the COBOL structure, compiling the program by using JCL, and running the program by using JCL. So I'm running this particular program. Now I'm coding the steps here, JCL steps. So you know how to code the JCL steps. Job or PGM. PGM is my job name. Job. PGM1 I need to give, or else it will not take. PGM is that system defined word, right? We should not use the system defined words carelessly. So I'll be using joblib here. Joblib dd dsn equal to, what is our load module name? IMF user dot cobol dot load lib, isn't
Load
it?
library.
This equal to share. So
Share.
this with this joblib is over. Now I need to go with the exec code. Step 1, exec PGM equal to, what is the PGM name? PGM. So insert sys out dd sys out equal to star. So with this our sysprint is not necessary here. Pusha. If you want, you can give sysprint also. It's necessary. So hi JCL. So this is the run JCL. Now we need to submit it. What we are doing, we are calling the object code from this particular load library. See Usha,
Okay.
for COBOL source code and object code will be having the same name. But source code you are coding it, and object code you are getting it while compilation.
Okay.
And that object code we are calling in the runtime. Source code does not have anything to do with the runtime. Only the object code we are going to call in the runtime. So submit it. Max is 0. Now let us go to the spool and let us see what happened in our PGM1. Okay, sorry. So, hello, I will get a job in mainframes with 8 LPA, 8 lakhs per annum. So this is what it is displaying. So it is a simple display program, and the minimum steps required to compile and run this program are five
Mm.
steps.
Oh.
And without procedure division also, you can run the program, but it will not display anything.
Okay.
So this is how we need to do the COBOL programs. And in the similar manner, whatever the COBOL programs we are doing, we need to do in these 3 steps: coding the COBOL program as per the structure, and compiling the program, and running the program. These 3 are very, very important while dealing with the COBOL. Now, I hope you can do the remaining programs. Or else I will give you one more program. What is the next program which you have? I will tell you that program, and after that you can try.
Display statement anta.
Just now we did display statements only, Usha.
Okay.
So we have displayed, right? Display state with the display statement only we have dealt now. How many programs have been completed so far?
ఏమో నాకు అర్థం కాలేదు. నాకు యాక్సెప్ట్ స్టేట్ మూవ్ వరకు అయింది చూడు విష్ణు. మూవ్ అంట, మూవ్ ఎక్కడ ఉందో కూడా నాకు అర్థం కావట్లేదు.
ఎన్ని మూవ్స్ అయ్యాయి? 4 టైప్స్ ఆఫ్ మూవ్స్ అయిపోయాయా?
అవునవును,
అన్ని మూవ్స్ అయిపోయాయి. అయితే
అంటే ఎన్ని ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ అయిపోయినాయి?
ఎలిమెంటరీ మూవ్, తర్వాత గ్రూప్ మూవ్, కరెస్పాండింగ్ మూవ్, రిఫరెన్స్ మోడిఫికేషన్, టోటల్ 5 moves are there in the move program. We have display statement and accept statement, after that move statements.
అంటే ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ అయితే అన్ని చెప్పలేదు, థియరిటికల్ గా ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేశాడు.
ఓకే,
ప్రోగ్రామ్ లో కోడ్ చేసి ఏం చూపెట్టలేదు మాకు.
So move statements are not over, Usha. Only 3 programs have been completed: sample, display, and accept. These 3 programs have been completed. So this is a sample program which we have discussed. On-size error, it is after the data types. That also the program is not completed, I suppose. If you want, you can do the on-size error also, not a problem. But in the lab book, we have first 3. Those are sample, display, and accept programs. After that, we have these move statements.
Okay.
Okay. Now, let us close the spool and let us come back and let us go with the next program. This is PGM program and PGM run. So I'm compiling I'm coding the source program, and also I'm compiling it with the help of Xcop, and I'm running with the help of PGM run. So now I'll be creating the next one where I am going to display PGM display. So I'm going to use the display statement. In the previous program also I have used the display statement, but in this case I'm going to use the display statement in a different manner. So here what I'll be doing is I'll be entering the division identification division. I COBOL. And there I'm going to type program ID. And now I will be giving PGM or display. I'll be giving display. Display 1, because this see Usha, I cannot give display because display is a system defined word. We cannot give system defined word anywhere as we wish. Okay, so display 1, and after that we have working storage section. I'm not using environment division in this particular case. Data division I will be using. Data division. In data division I will be using working storage section. Working storage section, and in the working storage section what I'll be doing is I'll be declaring the variables, and along with the variables I'll be passing the values of our variables also. Okay, so this is the level number. After that the variable name, I'm giving some WSA as the variable name. After variable name what we'll be having, we will be using a picture clause, and we'll be using the data type X.
WSE అంటే
It is the name of the variable. మనం ఒక దాంట్లో డేటాని పాస్ చేద్దాం అనుకుంటున్నాం కదా, ఆ డేటాని పాస్ చేద్దామని దేంట్లో కనుక్కుంటున్నామో దాని పేరు అన్నమాట.
అంటే ఉత్త ఏ అంటేనే అర్థమవుతుందా వాళ్ళకి?
You can change it as employee table. Employee table. This is the name save. Okay. So employee table and picture clause in the actually if we go in this manner, first we need to create the group, then elements in the employee table. Okay, or else I will be going with employee name. Employee name, picture clause X, because as the name is the alphabet, you can use the alphanumeric or alphabetic data type.
Okay.
I'm using X and I'm giving 10 here. And I'm giving value also. So value I'm giving as within the inverted commas, say Usharani. Okay, so that is the value which I have given. And I'll be entering one more value, one more name. Employee company say pick X of 10.
Alphabetic.
Yes, this is also alphabetic value. And here I'm giving your company as some UST global. So this is your company name. Now coming to employee salary. Like this, we can give the names. Pick. So salary will be numeric 9 of 6. So here we can use the decimals, but as of now you have not come across the packet decimals, so I'm not using the decimals here. And for numerics, no need of using inverted commas, we can give the number directly from 50,000. How many are there? 3. Okay, 5 lakhs or 8 lakhs package.
Okay.
Now the working storage section, we have declared the variables along with the data. These variables are having the data also. Now in the procedure division, what I will be doing is I will be displaying all these things. Display EMP name. Okay, or else I can do like this. EMP name, employee name is employee name. Okay, so this is one, and next I'll be repeating the same things, but we need to be very careful where we are starting it. It should be it is a statement, right? We need to start from 12th column, or else we will be in trouble. Our program will not get executed. So next one is employee company is form. So employee company is employee company. Next, employee salary is employee salary. Okay, see, this is the statement. If we don't give directly, we'll get these values. If you give this, it will form like a sentence. Employee name is this value, employee company is this value, employee salary is this value. Like this, it will form a sentence. Okay, now after that we need to stop run. And now the program is completed. Save. And let us go back. Let us compile the program. Now our program name is this PGM Dispo. So we need to give that particular name in the program name. I'm using the same source library and copy library and load library. So I'm not changing those things. Now let us save this and submit this. MaxCC 8. So now it is throwing an error. Now let us see what happened, where the error is in the spool. So in the program, let us see what happened. A period was required. A period was assumed. So here we have forgot the period dot.
Okay.
And because of that, this error happened. So let us go back, and in the PGM disk, let us keep the period. So here the period is there now. That is the reason I told you we need to be very careful with the periods. Now let us submit this again. MaxCC 4. Now the program got executed, compiled. Sorry, the program got compiled. After compiling the program, what we need to do? We need to run the program. So for running the program, I'm creating one more program. PGM disk run. Okay, I'm creating one more program, PGM disk run. So in that, again, I need to enter the job card, PGM disk as the job card, as the job name, sorry, job. Huh? Okay, I will give.
Slashes.
I will give. Sorry. And ampersand is UID. Okay. Here we need to give slashes identifiers. We need to give. And here I'm calling the step 1 exec PGM equal to PGM disk. Disk equal to share. Okay. And in the previous place, I have used the job lib. Now I am using step lib. We can use any of the things. Job lib will come under the job statement. Step lib will come under step statement. Step lib dd dsn equal to, we need to give the load library name. Comma, here we need to give disk equal to share, not at the top actually. Here we will not give disk equal to share. Here we will give the disk equal to share. Sys out dd sys out equal to star. So with this we have completed our run JCL. IJCL. So this is our run JCL. Now let us execute the program. Submit. MaxCC 0. Now let us go back and let us check the spool. PGM disk which we have compiled run just now. So now if you see, employee name is Usharani, employee company is Ushar USD Global, and employee salary is 8 lakhs. So this is the display program. Okay. So we have seen sample program and also display program. Will you try the accept program, Usha?
Nena? Try chesta.
Okay, Usha. Accept program will be a little bit different. We will be using 16DD star in the accept program.
Oh no.
We will be using 16DD star. Or else, let me compile. Let me do that one also. SPGM accept. So this is the accept program. Save. What I'll be doing is I'm not going to type again. I'll be copying the program from here. Cut. And in the accept program, I'm going to paste this particular code. I'm saving this.
Same data niyacha?
No, I'm changing. Now in this case, what I'll be doing is I'm not giving any values here.
Okay.
I'm not giving any values here. I'm just giving the data types. Okay, Usha. You need to remember what is the name length. What is the length of the name? 10. What is the company name length? 10. What is the salary length? 6. So insert as I'm transferring the data dynamically, I need to accept each and every variable. Employee name. Okay, display employee name. Now again, accept employee company. Again, accept employee salary. So as I'm not giving the values here, what I'm doing is first I'm accepting the value and I'm displaying that value. I'm accepting the company and I'm displaying that company, and accepting the salary and I'm displaying that salary, and then I'm stop running. So remember 10 plus 10 plus 6. You remember this value, Susha? Okay.
Okay.
Now let us compile this particular program. So our program is this PGM accept. PGM ACPT. Save, submit. Max is 8. Let us check what happened. I think I have missed something, maybe a dot or something. You need to be very careful with the things. A period. So period was missing. I need to keep 2 dots here.
ఎక్కడొచ్చింది పీరియడ్ మిస్ అయిందని?
Here, Usha, in the spool, if you come down, here 2 periods were not there. So a period was required. A period was assumed. A period was required. So we have not kept the period. That is the reason I got this error. So I'm going into this one, and I'm going to mention the periods here. Okay, now we have mentioned the periods. Now everything looks fine. Let us compile this. Max is 4. Now it got compiled. So we need to be very careful with the periods and everything. Okay. Now let us go with. I'm not coding again now, or else I will code it again. Cut. Yes. Now I'm coding accept run JCL. Actually, what you people do in the lab is you will code only one time run JCL, and you will repeatedly use the same one. It is better to code again and again.
Okay.
You will get the idea, complete idea of what is happening.
ప్రతిసారి రాయాలా ఇది విష్ణు ఈ లైన్స్?
ఒకవేళ రాస్తే బెటర్ ఉషా.
అంటే ప్రతి ప్రోగ్రామ్ ఇది రాయాల్సిందే.
yes రన్ JCL రాయాల్సిందే. రాస్తే మంచిది, లేదా ఒకసారి రాసి దాన్నే మళ్ళీ రిపీటెడ్ గా యూస్ చేయొచ్చు కూడా. Okay, now we have 3 datas. What are those 3 datas? Employee name, employee company,
employee company,
employee salary. So what is the employee name length? 10. So I'm keeping Usha, Rani. How many bytes are over out of 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 1 byte is remaining. That 1 byte I am skipping. So with this, our employee name is over. What is the next one?
Okay. Employee company.
Employee company. Okay, let us go with USD global.
Space.
So what we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So complete 10 characters it is replaced.
Oh no.
So now I am not leaving any space here. What is the salary? Employee salary
6.
number 6. So 6. I will be using 8 lakhs. Or else if I use some 50,000 or 60,000, let us say 50,000. Then I need to give the spaces at the beginning, and then I need to give 50,000. Now I am giving 8 lakhs. It doesn't matter because 6 digits are there. 6 numbers I have given here. Okay. Now I have given
50,000 కి 5 ఉంటాయి కాబట్టి ముందర ఏమి ఇస్తావు?
ముందర మనం ఏం కొంచెం స్పేస్ వస్తుంది ఇక్కడ, తర్వాత 50,000
ఒక స్పేస్ వస్తుంది కదా.
ఎందుకంటే నెంబర్స్ అనేవి ఏంటి? What is the justification of the number and what is the truncation? For numeric data type, what is the, in which side it will be justified and in which side it will be truncated? Right justified, left truncated.
left will be truncated.
Okay. If I give more values, what happens is this 8 value will be truncated.
No.
If I give one more 0 here,
Mm.
then 8 value will be truncated. Let us see what happens if we give more values and if we give less values. Now I have given the data also. Now what I'm doing, I'm passing the data dynamically. In the runtime, if you pass the data, we will call that as dynamic movement of the data. And we can pass the data by using accept statement. Now submit this one. Max is 0. Now let us go to the school. So PGM accept, and in this let us check. So employee name is Usharani, employee company is USD Global, employee salary is
8 lakhs. ఒకవేళ మనం ఇంకో జీరో ఎక్కువ పెట్టింటే ఇక్కడ మొత్తం జీరోస్ వచ్చేటివి 8 వెళ్ళిపోతుండే.
Yes. Let us see that one also. If I keep one more 0 here. Actually, sometimes we will be getting the error also. Let us see what happens.
Okay.
So max is 0. Now see the data truncation you can see here. Okay, it is taking 8 lakhs only.
ఒకసారి సబ్మిట్ అయిపోయినందుకు అది మారలేదేమో.
Sorry, after entering the data, okay, it is taking 8 lakhs completely. Let us see. One more 0. Okay, one thing, Usha, whenever we are passing the data dynamically, whatever the data length may be, it will take only the specified length in the variable. If you are passing the data by using move statement, then data truncation will happen. Data truncation will happen. For example, in the same program, we can do like this also, accept run. Here what I'll be doing is not accept run, there is PGM accept. So here in the place of accepting the employee salary, what I will be doing is I will be using move. Now I'll be giving already 7 digits I'm giving to EMP salary. Display EMP salary is EMP salary. Now I'm moving here. Now I'm not accepting that particular thing. Now what I need to, again I need to compile. If you do small modifications, again you need to do compilation. So compilation is over. Now let us go with the run. J before the endukante already danto manam already a name pettam kada inta munde. J ante job ante ma execute అవుతుంది అన్నమాట. ఎందుకంటే ఆల్రెడీ మనం దీంట్లో సేమ్ నేమ్ పెట్టాం PGM accept అని. ఇక్కడ సబ్మిట్ అని ఇవ్వచ్చు, బయట J అని ఇవ్వచ్చు. Okay, now let us go with accept run program. Now this I'm not mentioning here because already I have moved the value to that particular variable. Only these two things I have given accept. Now save, submit. Max is 0. Now F4. Let us see what is happening in the PGM accept. So it is giving Usharani, USD Global, and 8 lakhs. Now one thing we need to be very careful. In which side it is getting justified and which side it is truncating. For where is my bus? Okay. So the data type number, the truncation will be it is right justified and left truncation. Sorry, right justified, left truncation. So left side will be truncated. Left side will be truncated. Now let me show you how that happens. PGM accept is there, right? Here I'm not keeping 8 here. Say I'm keeping 0, say 8 I'm keeping here, and I'm keeping 8 and 0 0. Now if I pass the data, what it will take? It should take the right values, right? Rightmost 6 values. It will enter the data something like this. So right justified, left truncated, right? So it will enter the data something like this. First, here we have the values. 1 2 3 like that. We have the values. So this is the table. This is the fields. So in this field, first 8 will enter. Now this 8 will move here, and 0 will come here in the next line. After that, this 8 0 both will move. What is the complete number? 8 0 0 5 zeros, right? And 8 0 0. Okay. So after it is entering from the right side. Now like this, it will enter. It will enter. It will enter. It will enter. How many digits we have?
6.
How many digits we have? 6, right? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Here we have 8 actually. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So these two things we need to remove. 3 4 5 6. Okay. Now 8 has entered up to here. Now after that, it will enter something like this, and remaining thing will be truncated.
Okay.
Like this. So in this manner, it will enter the data inside that. Only the right side values should be justified. Actually, I will go through it and I will tell you once again, Usha. Let us check whether this will be happening or not in this particular case. Save and let us run the program. Okay. Max is 4. Now let us run the accept run also. Max is 0. Now let us go with the see, left side data got truncated.
Oh no.
Only the right side part got justified. So the 800 got truncated. It will enter from the right side, and the left side part, whatever the remaining part is there, that will get truncated. So that is the reason even when we have given the 0, it is showing 8 lakhs actually. In 16DD star also it will happen.
మళ్ళీ నెక్స్ట్ క్యారెక్టర్స్ అనుకోండి, క్యారెక్టర్స్ అనేది లెఫ్ట్ ట్రంకేట్ అయిపోతుంది, రైట్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అవుతుంది కదా.
yes characters right truncate అవుతాయి, left justify అవుతాయి. Reverse of numbers.
అదే క్యారెక్టర్స్ లెఫ్ట్ ట్రంకేట్, లెఫ్ట్ ఏమంటారు దాన్ని?
లెఫ్ట్ సైడ్ జస్టిఫికేషన్, రైట్ సైడ్ ట్రంకేట్.
రైట్ సైడ్ ట్రంక్ దాన్ని ఏమంటారు?
రైట్ సైడ్ జస్టిఫికేషన్, లెఫ్ట్ సైడ్ ట్రంకేషన్.
రైట్ జస్టిఫికేషన్, లెఫ్ట్ ట్రంకేట్.
Truncation for numbers, and for alphanumeric and alphabetic it will be left justified, right truncation.
Okay.
Okay, Usha. So these are 3 programs which you need to do. Okay, try these programs and you will get these programs actually. You will try it. You try it. Okay, Usha.
విష్ణు నాకు ఇది రికార్డింగ్ పంపించి నేను మళ్ళీ చూసుకుంటా.